Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. All right, so after the match we play yesterday, so Gabriel Jesus going to talk plenty, say in they more than ready now to perform for Arsenal, to play for Arsenal, because the injury don't recover fully. You get because in play yesterday. In fact, in my opinion, I would say he was unlucky not to have been on the score sheet yesterday because when you see how Fabrizio Romano put out the report, he say after 332 days, Gabriel Jesus is back on the pitch. His injury is the past. Finally, he gets. And you know, end there, Gabriel Jesus, after playing his last few minutes of football in the year, you can see how grateful he is to actually be back. He gets so the guy just did very happy. Now, as it be now for the match against Wolves, in fact, some people prematurely, what they already they talk say, "Shey whether make the Resul start for the match against Wolves." I say, "Man, I calm down now. But why just come back? What's the rush for?" So, but the happiness we say, he don't come back. Like Arteta said, the talk, he go at least it makes sense because after the match, a lot of the fans, a lot of the players, a lot of the staff, they were hugging him like, "Welcome back, welcome back." Like, when they ask Arteta, say, they don't miss him now, na normal level you get. So at least if they look the squad now, he go dey there. You get they try to support us, do one or two based on the type of injuries we don't get. Even some people they say, when Gabriel Jesus enter, he get better movement. Pass Victor Gokeres, man, I stop the comparison. This one don't they used to playing with the players for donkey years. The other one just come. So man, I just calm down. You get this league no be your mate to EPL. EPL no be your mate to so more just cut on some slack. With time, I believe it's going to come good for us. You get now away from that, for the match we also played that yesterday. Shey you know say na Madueke and then give the man of the match. So official now the Madueke wins man of the match award from UEFA and deservedly so because the guy really play for us. When this lineup first come outside, people like me, I was like, this one we no guard. They play centre back. Say this is going to be an experiment, and nobody really know how Nogard go play this game. You get now what see that they talk, and at the end of the day, I can say that the experiment went well. Although some people will say Club Brugge no really offer much going forward, so they no really test Nogard that much. But regardless, as long as say no be natural habitats in the now a position we never played before. So in fact, they even rate at 7.5/10 for you to see how good because they use Noga, they banter Chelsea. Say, all the old Chelsea defenders, Noga, they don't be defender, better pass all of them. So that's on the banter area. Sha. But at the end of the day, what if? What if? And the weekend, if Saliba no dey available, you could see a Hinkapi Nogard partnership against Wolves. The possibility is there. Especially now, if we say Timber gone, we never know how far Timber, whether Timber self don't recover, be never recover because Timber self gets small knock. So we never really know. So now on Friday, I think tomorrow, when we will hear from Arteta, to give us the updates. So hopefully Arteta will give us the real gist, or he go say, let's do one more training session that we are going to tell you. Maybe we're going to see and get information, or we're going to know more. Well, till then, it gets. But don't be surprised. Don't rule it out. In Capi Nogard combination against Wolves. Wolves say they not really they play much. You get the people they beat them anyhow. Manchester United we not really they do much. Knock them 4-1. So we too were expected to. In fact, one of my friends talk say if Arsenal beat Wolves 3-0, nobody happy. That is how much expectation he expects Arsenal to beat Wolves. So normally when they see like 4-0, 5-0 against Wolves. So many Arsenal fans they also we share that same type of sentiment. Now, away from that, when you look at that particular game, I say, okay, I've said so much about the game already, so I think nothing much. But the only small thing I want to talk now, one of our smally madly Salmon in getting debut for this particular game. So Mr. Vade very happy for the Smalley. In case you don't know the boy, this small boy is a centre back. In fact, for Arsenal, they call him Little Willow, you get, or Young Willow. So he's 16 years of age, so he don't get in debut for Champions League. Now be the captain of the under-21 then. So himself gets talent. So that's why we bring him. In fact, me personally, I don't even mention his name since. I was even thinking they go pair in with Nkapi for the game, you get, but Arteta went with no guard he gets. Now Madueke self collect 2 goals. So like Madueke said, now to replicate that form for the EPL, now be the next thing. Again. So I think I've said everything that I need to be said about this particular game. So let's move on to other reports. Now, Chris Sutton, when they talk about this game, say got one really smart Arsenal signing where in things say damage Chelsea. Now, what is Sutton saying? So Sutton says a really smart signing, not only strengthening Mikel Arteta's side, but damage London rivals Chelsea, and that is not the Madueke. Say ever since when Madueke come up for that Chelsea, almost say the guys just go ahead with Arsenal and Chelsea no come get themselves. All the people Chelsea buy to replace her. Joe Pedro will be say the beginning of the season, the guy they boss net back. How far? How many goals you don't let that score? By no Gittins, by Garnacho, who again? All those wingers that they sign. How far? Not when they first signed this guy, they talk about that win transfer window. Say we signed Chelsea's best winger. People say that lies are true. I said, look at the numbers. Yes. So I just be very happy. Even though our own Madueke, even though we say injury, the guy was in the up and up, but injury just relegated to the back burner. But thank God he's back and is firing on all cylinders. And very important, especially look at how yesterday game now. We were able to rest Bukayo Saka. Saka will be coming fresh now against Wolves. In fact, I was even thinking Arteta no go even play Saka. He could just leave Madueke, make the guy go get in hat trick. But Arteta can't come out. I think that kind of 70 minutes. I did that come out the guy. So okay, that's still fine. That's still okay. Now, looking at this report, something the doc say it wasn't just with his goals that the Madueke made an impact. He did really well throughout the game and showed he is ready to do a great job when he's called upon. A lot is made of Arsenal's strength in depth this season, and at the moment, Arteta has got a few injuries in key positions. Now, but in those wide areas, he has got plenty of options, and the fact that he could bring in Madueke and Martinelli off the bench against Aston Villa at the weekend, and then start them tonight and see both of them score brilliant goals. In fact, they scored screamers. So it's a real positive. More and more, Madueke looks like it's a really smart signing. I already thought it was a loss to Chelsea, but you are seeing now he's back from injury that Arsenal can have Saka off that right side or use him. It bodes really well for them with such a busy period coming up now. Madueke was a constant threat of the right side tonight. He likes to come inside and get shots off, and got the second goal by attacking the far post, which pretty much sealed up the game. Now, Martinelli was not so effective off the left side in the game, but he still got a really good goal. And overall, it was a really good evening for Mikel Arteta when you consider how stretched his squad is and how tired at the weekend. So for Arsenal to win away like this in the Champions League is a great result for them. In the first half, there wasn't really much in it, but the goal from Madueke, Madueke goal, that goal mad. They even interview Martinelli, say your goal and this Madueke goal, which one really like you go rate highly. My Baba say Madueke goal, I don't know bad pass your own goal. I just think it's been humble. But both goals for me, both goals really go well. It gets Martinelli. If say Martinelli the wipe shot like this on numerous occasions, who would they happy with him now? This is like once in a distant one. This is like one in a million chance. Say Martinelli go do this kind of thing. I never saw it coming. In fact, you yourself think, and when was the last time you saw Martinelli do something like this? Now, what would they talk about? Get so only pace cannot really help you in this league. But some people, I know Martinelli have some loyalists, so some people maybe they bash the guy unnecessarily, but that's not actually true. You get so now because we want Arsenal to be better, we want to win the league, we want to win the cups, we want to win Champions League, and you can't do that relying on the same players that have not really been producing for you. Something has to give. Now where they come from, and where other people say they come from. You can even hear Chris Sutton when they tell you say he wasn't really effective in the game, even though he got a goal. He gets, and we are still praising him for the goal, saying really do well because that one safe, he did okay. Also, okay, I think I've taken this particular report. Now, another person said we shine yesterday, where people don't really expect. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Rodrigo, whether they count, say don't play 30-something games without a goal, he don't score in first goal for Champions League. And the goal, it makes sense. So, as in, I don't expect Donnarumma will catch that thing. He wind that thing, go last angle. My, oh my, it was a bit crazy. And that one saved it. All right, so away from that, we will quickly bring you a message from Billy.
Your favorite wine drink for your party and celebration in every occasion. Call your friends and family. Time to celebrate. Have a good time. Pura Sepa wine. Pura Sepa comes in different variants. There's I like the red wine. Pura Sepa wine. Relax and enjoy your life with Pura Sepa wine.
All right, so Pura Sapa Spanish wine is brought to you by Bilito Nigeria Limited. It's an alcoholic wine. So if you're interested in their products and you want to reach out to them, you can contact Mr. Julius on 08033264146. So if you want to also be their distributor, get in touch with Mr. Julius also, and then they deliver nationwide if you want use that product for your event. Get now also away from that, we will quickly bring you a message from Mobile Wealth Associates and Co Limited. So they are into construction services and dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. All right, we'll just enter Mikel Arteta press conference after the match then play against Club Brugge. Some people call that Club Brugge. Yes, that's what they mention now for the ESPN show. All right, on another evening of positives in the Champions League, Arteta called it say it's a really positive evening. I think it is very difficult to win away from home in the Champions League. We've done it with a lot of absences, especially in the back line, and even this morning we lost 2 players. I love the way the team reacted to that collectively, individually. For example, what Christian Nogard has done just talks about how much better he makes all of us with his attitude, with his commitment, in the manner that he prepares and is able to perform. So yeah, every overall a really positive night. And I failed to mention, say we don't win our 6 matches for the Champions League. Come on, with the para of a Champions League, you get. So far now only 1 goal. We don't even consider Bayern Munich goal. That will be the best defense for the Champions League. And normally for EPA, that will be best defense also. Well, injury. And even look at my I did watch Pep Guardiola press conference after the Champions League match against Real Madrid. They asked Pep whether in team they're ready to win the Champions League. No Pep talk. He said yes, as long as injury permits. Even Pep said no. Say injury, no matter how good you are, injury can be a stumbling block. You see this Pep, God forbid, don't make it look like say I dey wish them bad. If they get injury to this Eliala, get injury to Phil Foden, that thing don't die. Compared to we will be say, Odegaard will go injury, Saka will go injury, Madueke will go injury, Gyökeres will go injury. Look at key players. Use them like for like. As our player go, make their own player go. Gyökeres go, make Alan go. Saka go, make Foden go. Like that. They're not going to stand. They're not going to finish top 4. The type of quality of injuries what we don't get, we didn't try am. But thank God for these depths what we get. If not be now, I say we no get the depth again. See, we are using Nogard as centre back. But imagine say we no gonna get our depth. But we for really suffer. We for suffer the kind of suffer we suffer last season. The kind of suffer we suffer. Now we for suffer. Look at Gabriel Jesus is going injury. Key player. Yet we are still top everywhere. Top everywhere. You get. Another thing we no come like, if we look at our calendar, you go see say the match we won't play against I think Portsmouth. We don't really get much days to rest. We go play the league game. After the league game, we'll come get like 48 hours to play that game, like 2 days interval. So I don't know what I never see him. I was expecting him to actually talk to the FA, maybe then give us gap, maybe then do something. But anyway, time they come, we'll do the other game will still be maybe in the evening. I don't know if I will talk about this thing because I saw it in person. I just read that they check our calendar. I know screenshot and maybe by evening I will see screenshot and make a show now exactly what's in the talk. The game before the Portsmouth game, after that one, at 2 days interval, like 48 hours interval. Where is the time for rest? That's why I still happy say after this Wolves game now, we get like 1 week. What will they talk about for the full-time analysis? I talk say I think I'm supposed to give the boys like 2 days off. In fact, Oga Joka said like 3 or 4 days. Say, oh, I mean I go rest. I go sleep for house. Then later I come for training. So that one said another good thing. I did very, very happy. Say yes, rest is coming. Very key. Now on Gabriel Jesus' form, his return. Arteta said, I'm so happy for him. I think you can see how much we all love him. It's been a very, very difficult and long journey, For 11 months, he has been fighting against another very difficult injury, and to see him back with that smile, with that energy, with that quality in his first performance with us is something really impressive, and we are all delighted for him. He gets Gabriel Jesus' injury reminds me of Alfonso Davis of Bayern. Instead, just come back after almost a year, and that one said another player with a bar, he just come back. Sef. Now, on Madueke's performance, is about consistency. So, any player that plays in the middle, we have the same example. We need to have those standards and play consistently. It's not about a game, it's 2 games, 3 games. Can you do it in 10 games in a row every 3 days? That's the level we are operating. We have to hit that level. Now, on that Monday, we get in debut, Marley Salmon. I think that got it so well. The thought was as well from yesterday. The fact that we had to play Christian Nogard as well, we had to really consider it because we were playing a really good side that had some really good results in the Champions League at home as well. But we knew that at some point we had to use him. So he was ready. He was prepared. He can play as a centre back or a full back, and I'm delighted. He's so young, at 16 still, and he's playing in the Champions League. So yeah, what a great night for him as well. Which means waiting me at the advice. I think as I don't think I'm saying whether make him play Marie Salmon, but we can't decide against them. And say, okay, based on say Club Brugge. You know, say this Club Brugge you will see. They play 3-3 with Baka. You get. So I think that's why we don't reason and say, and they have a record in this at home. In 19 games or thereabout in the Champions League, they never really lose. This Club Brugge. But when we go there now, we give them back with a very be saying at the best level we will get to get. So me when they ask now, say how they take play back at 3-3. How? Because this is the same thing that plays back at 3-3. How? That is the difference between we and Baka. We get defensive solidity, even though we carry no guard play, even though we are not playing our best 11, but we are still defensively sound. We are not that easy to beat, even though we have some lapses in the defense. We are still sound, somewhat, somehow to get. So very, very key. I actually love that. Now, away from that, on if Gabriel Jesus is going to play a big part of our season, Arteta said yes. And especially if he continues to perform in the manner that he's doing and the energy that he's putting in training, I think he brings something else. And I was really happy to see that. And for him as well, for his confidence to grow, for his teammates to feel him as well, because some of them haven't played with him exactly. So Gabi has a really special quality where he suddenly connects everybody around him. And that's something that we as a team need and to make us better. Now, on Noni Madueke, the goal when score, the performance when him give us. I think that's an unbelievable goal. When you talk about individual quality, individual action, a magic moment, that's it. A player that is able to pick the ball that far, dribble past people, and finish with the quality and the power that he's done. The same as Martinelli as well. I think at this level, you want to win games. You need individual players to step up and to do something different. So I'm very happy because now we have some players back in the front line, and you can tell how much better we have done. It's no lie. Because compared to that time, we get like 6 or 7 players out injured in the attacking side of things. Now, on having competition for places with Noni Madueke and Bukayo Saka, Arteta said yes, maintaining the level. They both have different qualities as well, and it's great because we are going to need them. We are playing every 3 days, and players with that freshness and with that bite in the teeth as well. Understanding that we have to perform at that level, and this is the standard that we set. It's something really good. Now, on bouncing back after Saturday's results, we'll make I skip that one. Now, on the pride he has given the youngsters with a chance, I think I said about that. So, on if he has spoken to Noni Madueke about being consistent, he said yes. And in 10 consecutive actions, that's the level that they need the game in every single action, after action, and that's the challenge for them. On if he expected the achievement of 6 wins in a row in Europe, he said no. And probably as well, looking back as well, all the players that we missed, but it shows that we are all very different games. Okay, they were all very different games. It's completely different game to the Bayern Munich one and the one we played in Bilbao or the ones we played at home. But it's good. The team can adapt to any context, and that will give confidence as well. So you can come to any ground and win. That is something very, very great. Now, on the final slide, where I get because the team plenty, but not everything I will talk about. Some not that much relevance. on if Gabriel Jesus gives a new striker profile up, like could I if you use two of them? He said, yes, I think they are kind of a bit more different, but both of them with great qualities, yeah. Very specific in what they bring to the team and individually in their own actions and relationships that they meet around them as well. So it's good to have the two different players, because two of them obviously there are different profiles of players. So that's what it just be. Now, see, Martinelli self creates record for that match when he don't score in 5 consecutive Champions League games now. This is now record maybe say Henry no gets. Henry no fit achieve that feat. Now, after the game, they also interviewed Noni Madueke, and Madueke said a whole lot of things. I can just unpack them. So Madueke said, we are fighting on all fronts. Whether they ask and say, whether we won't win the Champions League, I mean, we won't win the league, I've been at the cup, which I still going. When I was watching the video, I was like, we want to win everything. I was happy saying himself talker. So he said, we are fighting on all fronts. I feel like we can compete on all 4 fronts. I feel we can win this competition, like the Champions League. I feel we can win the league as well. That has to be our aim. We are in a good place at the moment. Now, if we talk about the squad, he said we are we are tight rather. We want each other to do well. We know there's loads of minutes for all of us. We know we have top players everywhere in the squad. So it's all about all of us as a collective, not just as an individual. We all have a part to play. It was telling TNT Sports. Now, also, we got to talk to the bare minimum in the squad is that him need to give all the team a threat. Now, they need to give me the ball and think something can happen. When he talked about, I was like, ooh, wow. See, the team need to trust him. See, if they give him a ball, something will happen. He go bust net. Just like how the team trusts Bukayo Saka. We make them always like to give him ball, he gets. So people, they accuse Odegaard every time, Saka, because of the trust. See, if you give him the ball, he's going to make something out of nothing, he gets. So that's the next level I need to get to. In terms of being consistently decisive for my club and country, I think I can reach that particular level. So I would say Madueke self talk. Now, David Onstein going to let us know, say Max Doman is going to be out for approximately 2 months after suffering ankle ligament damage. So quite unfortunate for the 15-year-old. So they say one the person attacker. Oh, na normal level. Then they ask Arteta, I said, based on the way Max they play, in fact, this is supposed to not happen since. Because he came one on that 21 game I watched, whether against Spain. I be good with that. I was I noticed they don't get match I watch where I can't vex. Baba, one particular player, just the Max Doman, they slide them, they clear them, they kick them. I see, you gonna say they do something like they plan and come, say, take out this player. It's just the guy they complain, say, referee, what's there? Referee not do anything. The referee not do anything. That match vex me, die. Oh no. So I know they surprised, say they don't finally get my guy. They don't keep him out because they are scared of him. Now, Madueke going to talk about in goals. You can say the first one was very, very sweet. My teammates seem to give me the ball and think something will happen and next level. I think we've taken part of this, but he was just happy that he scored those goals. Now, even Mikel Arteta, he got the praise Noga. Say Noga, they prepare more than any other person in the squad. Just they very, very happy with Christian Noga, and that one said this. So, my dear lovers, the biggest news of the day. Number 5, Gabriel Jesus. Don't let us know, say, in the more than ready to perform. Again, I would say, Baba, the talk. Again, are they very, very happy, say, himself don't come back. So, we could see how things go. So, with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and then like come your way. Later in the evening to give you the evening news. So, then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get out. All right, guys. Ciao.